with over 3,100 total responses, which, by the by, is way more responses than I could have ever asked for, so thank you all for taking the poll. Our Overwatch post-beta poll was a huge success, so let's not waste any more time and get straight into the results. Starting at the top with offensive heroes, this question was the most well-contested of any of the polls. Even with 6 heroes to choose between, this was the only question where every hero received at least 10% of the vote. With 2,944 total responses, the results are as follows. In 6th place, with 311 votes, Reaper. In 5th place, with 344 votes, McCree. In 4th place, with 467 votes, Genji. In 3rd place, with 525 votes, Soldier 76. In 2nd place, with 629 votes, Tracer. And your favorite offensive hero, with 668 votes, Pharah. Honestly, I'm very surprised to see Pharah win this vote, as I feel like she was the offensive hero I saw the least over the course of the beta. This was a really tight race too, with the lead bouncing between Pharah and Tracer throughout the voting process, with Pharah finally taking a significant lead really late in the poll. I'm also surprised to see Reaper come in last place, as I find him to be my personal favorite, but that just goes to show you how diverse the player base of Overwatch looks like it will be. Moving on, we now have our defensive heroes. We again have 6 heroes to choose from, with 2,932 total responses. The results are: in 6th place, with 286 votes, Bastion. In 5th place, with 295 votes, Torbjorn. In 4th place, with 415 votes, Widowmaker. In 3rd place, with 466 votes, Hanzo. In 2nd place, with 649 votes, Mei. And your favorite defensive hero, with 821 votes, Junkrat. Now, I'm not at all surprised to see Junkrat win this one. Just the sound of his ultimate activating is enough to make your entire team scramble. Nor am I surprised to see Bastion in last place here. To say that he had quite a bit of, let's say, negative buzz about him throughout the beta is an understatement. I am surprised to see Mei all the way up in 2nd place. I felt that I saw all the other defensive heroes far more than I ever saw her. She is my main though, so I'm really happy to see her ranked that high. Now moving on to tank heroes, with 5 heroes to choose from. With 2,932 responses, the results are: in 5th place, with 259 votes, Zarya. In 4th place, with 299 votes, Winston. In 3rd place, with 721 votes, Roadhog. In 2nd place, with 824 votes, D.Va. And your favorite tank hero, barely edging out D.Va with 829 votes, Reinhardt. Reinhardt, D.Va, and Roadhog all had a shot at getting the win here. I see Winston and Zarya's results here not really as a reflection of weakness compared to the other tank heroes, just simply that the beta offered too little time to allow players to get used to their playstyles, as neither of them really fit with a traditional tank role. Reinhardt is a very simple, effective character who truly does fit into the classic tank role. He had my vote as well, so I completely understand him winning this vote. And now we come to support, the last of our character role polls with 4 characters to choose from. With 2,947 responses, the results are: in 4th place, with 180 votes, Symmetra. In 3rd place, with 465 votes, Zenyatta. In 2nd place, with 1,145 votes, Mercy. And your favorite support hero, with 1,157 votes, Lucio. Another really close result here, with the lead bouncing between Mercy and Lucio throughout the course of the voting. Lucio's unique mix of a speed boost, offensive capabilities, and a very simple area of effect healing gave him the edge here over the much more traditional healer and damage buffer that is Mercy. Also really notable in these results is Symmetra's result, who finished with the least votes of any hero in any of the character role polls, which is especially bad considering she had only 3 other heroes to contend with in this category. Moving on, we now enter the polls featuring all 21 heroes in Overwatch. For the rest of the polls, I will only be going over the top 5 results, starting with asking who deserves a post-beta buff the most. With 2,846 responses, your top 5 are: in 5th place with 127 votes, Zarya. In 4th place with 175 votes, Winston. In 3rd place with 225 votes, D.Va. In 2nd place with 284 votes, Symmetra. And in 1st place with an overwhelming 1,598 votes, Zenyatta. Now, these are some really interesting results. I fully expected Symmetra to come out in 1st place on this one, but no one even came close to Zenyatta. Zenyatta's Orb of Discord is a really fantastic support skill too, but it would seem that it isn't enough for a support character in the eyes of the beta users. Also, when it comes to Zarya and Winston, I again go back to my opinion that there simply wasn't enough time in the beta for many players to get used to playing as them, so I could see a slight range buff possibly happening to both of their weapons, but I don't really see them needing as much of a buff as this poll seems to reflect. And as for D.Va, that one really has me scratching my head. I'd love to hear more from you guys as to why you think she does or doesn't deserve to be as high as 3rd place. Next, who deserves a post-beta nerf? With 2,824 responses, your top 5 are: in 5th place with 141 votes, Torbjorn. In 4th place with 245 votes, Mei. In 3rd place with 286 votes, McCree. In 2nd place with 389 votes, Widowmaker. And in 1st place with another overwhelming result of 1,169 votes, Bastion. All of these characters have the potential to disrupt and frustrate an entire enemy team. A Bastion in the right place, especially if backed by a Mercy player, seemed to be the bane of many a beta player's existences. The same can be said for Widowmaker. McCree and Mei are both characters that can keep you in place for an easy kill, so I kinda see the results here as venting frustration more than the fact that either of them actually need a nerf. Torbjorn, on the other hand, I can completely agree with, or rather, his turret. That thing can track your movement a little bit too well, so I could see its rotation speed possibly getting a slight nerf in the future. Moving on, we come to most hated hero. With 2,817 responses, the top, or rather bottom, 5 are: in 5th place with 154 votes, McCree. In 4th place with 161 votes, Tracer. In 3rd place with 213 votes, Widowmaker. In 2nd place with 454 votes, Mei. And in 1st place with another strong victory, if you can call it that, with 765 votes, Bastion. Not surprising to see 4 of the 5 winners here also from the top 5 for deserving a nerf. These characters are all capable of incredibly frustrating and disruptive strategies, but that's exactly what they're designed to do. I credit the Bastion hate with a current lack of level layout knowledge. Once players figure out how to traverse the levels in ways that don't require them to enter the killing fields that Bastion's turret is so effective in, I think you'll see the frustration surrounding him dissipate a bit. The other 4, though, yeah, they can all really get on your nerves. And our final poll we come to is Most Loved Hero. With 2,696 responses, your top 5 are: in 5th place with 204 votes, Genji. In 4th place with 213 votes, Junkrat. In 3rd place with 260 votes, Mercy. In 2nd place with 280 votes, D.Va. And in 1st place with 301 votes, who else but Overwatch's poster girl, Tracer. Mercy, D.Va, and Tracer were all trading 1st place back and forth until the final few hours of the poll, but Tracer winning favorite overall character is absolutely no surprise. If you look at high-level play and some Overwatch tournament replays you can find around YouTube, you'll almost always see Tracer as a part of every team. All of these heroes are extremely effective in their roles. It's no surprise to see any of them make it this high in the voting, although you can see by the graph here of all of the total responses that there's love for pretty much everyone in the cast. So that's it for now. Thanks again to everyone who voted. I do hope to do a poll like this again some months down the road to see how opinions have changed once Overwatch has its official release and everyone has a bit more time to get used to the ins and outs of the gameplay. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Scan with GLHFtv.